Hey everybody, so welcome back to North Fork. I'm Derek.
I'm Addie.
You are? Say it louder.
I lost a lion.
Sure. And thanks for joining us today. And so just kind of want to give a little bit of a update on what we've been doing here the past couple weeks. Things have been a little crazy around the country, and so just thought we'd kind of do a quick little video of some of the things the kids have been doing, what I've been working on, and still trying to get caught up on some of the back videos that I've recorded from over the winter time. So you see them coming out from time to time, and but we got a lot more coming up, a lot of stuff coming up this summer. But kind of tell you what we've been working on. I've been working on a lot of firewood. So with the winter time, you burn through your firewood. So I'm trying to get caught back up, trying to get stocked back up. So I'm pretty close. I have almost all the wood piles full again. Just got about 1.5 left to go, and hopefully I can knock it out here this weekend actually. So that'll put us full for the next year, at least for a year. I've got then after I'm done with that, then I want to build a wood shed. I want to build a 4-core wood shed and start stocking that full, and that'll be for the year after. So got a lot of firewood. I'll show you down here a little bit. The pile of firewood that we're working on, trying to get through to get split and stacked and covered so that it can dry. So last year, as far as firewood went, I was probably around August time frame before I got completely caught up for firewood. So it was only split and stacked for a couple months, so didn't have quite time to dry. It was right around 14-15% moisture content in the wood when I'm burning it right now, which isn't bad, but I'd rather be down around that 10-12%. So hopefully, if I can get a year and a half ahead, that I can get more heat value out of your firewood, and I don't have to cut as much. Addie, anything you'd like to tell them?
I don't know.
You want to show them some of the stuff you've been working on, the Legos?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll do that here, and then we'll come back and we'll finish up. All right, so all this wood that we have stacked here is all 16 inches. This is for the wood stove in the living room. So this is all split and stacked and ready to go. This is how much we used last winter. So that'll be enough for next winter. And then down this way, got another pile here. And we're working on a pile down there. So we're going to keep going with the shorter firewood, stacking along in here. So we'll have plenty of the short firewood for in the wood stove. So we're getting pretty well stocked up on that. All right, so all this wood will be boiler wood in the wood boiler. And this furthest wood pile right down here, that's a wood pile we're working on right now that we're pulling off of. And we'll work on these wood piles. These long boards right here, this is the rough cut lumber that I'm going to use to make the wood shed, and that's going to be somewhere right around in this location. And then this is the wood all stocked. We'll start using this stuff this summer for hot water through the summer. And we got more wood piles back here. This is a long one. I showed this in a previous video last year when we were making it. I put some sticks up there to hold it so that it doesn't fall over. And this is the pile we're working on here. So really I just have 1.5 more piles to go. This one here will be filled up shortly. And then we'll be set for about a year. We use about 8 cords in a year, 2 cords in the winter and about 6 cord in the summer. So that'll get us pretty well stocked.
Hi, we have a Lego dream house. My teacher has been giving out Lego challenges since we can't be together. And today's Lego challenge was to build our dream house. So me and Adam have been working on this together. And in here is a little code. Right here is a game, a little game. And in here's the bathroom. And then this is the TV. Yeah, TV. This is the safe. This is the safe. Here's the garden. This is the table. And that's the safe carrier.
What are the
That's
cars?
a spinning chair. Oh, these are the
This
cars.
is my car.
This is a truck. That's a car. The cool thing about it is the back can open and you can put this in.
Back here is a bed, and then here's where they keep their helmets and other hats. And here is the garage, also 1 bedroom. And
This is a spinning chair.
yeah, it spins.
Okay. So this is the pile of firewood that we've been working off of. It's a little bit of everything mixed in there. There's some maple. That was kind of the first pile that we made last summer. Big sugar maple that the neighbor took down at his house in town. We brought that out. A couple dump trailer loads of it. About 3 dump trailer loads. 5 or 6 cord of that is in there. Then there was some oak, some ash that I got for free from a friend. There was then this free firewood that I got from another friend right close here to the house that we've been bringing back on the trailer, and that's the last of that. So another probably 5, 6, 7 cord in that. So I've already split and stacked a lot of it, but there's still a good 8, 10, maybe even 12 cord in that pile. It's a big pile of firewood. Go down here and walk around it a little bit. So here's the log splitter sitting underneath this cover. This pile is easily 10 foot tall, probably 30 foot in diameter. So there's a lot of firewood in there. Again, this is on the trailer. Some of it's a little punky, a little rotten on the outside, but there's still some good wood in there. There's some ash, some birch, black birch, some oak mixed in, some maple, a little bit of everything in that pile. It was all hardwood. So we're trying to get through that because that's the oldest wood first, and then we'll get into the sugar maple that we just cut down this summer, and work on the oak and all that probably for the next year after that. So again, there's lots of firewood there. We got enough firewood for probably the next 3 years. Not to mention the dead trees that are around here that need cut down. There was 2 oak trees that I pulled out here a couple months ago. I'll go up here and I'll show you another dead one. There's probably 3 or 4 dead oaks right here in the yard. And then there's a bunch down here along the road. So last year before the start of the winter, I gave away probably 4 or 5 cord of dead oak to a friend. He needed some firewood, so I gave it to him. And there's going to be enough that I'm going to be able to give him more this summer, fix him up. We got dead ash, dead maple all over the place. So we're pretty well set for firewood. So let's go up here and see some trees that we're going to cut down this summer.
So, through the day we have been doing a journal, and we just write down here what is changing through our life and how our old routine is. And today we did, yesterday, this is yesterday's, and I did it today, but we had to show how it's different from like before the virus and then after the virus now, and there's barely anybody out. So I also have been busy helping make dinner, and I made little brownie muffins. We had big ones with blue icing, but we ate them all.
From scratch.
Yeah, and we're gonna make mashed potatoes for dinner. It looks like they're pretty good right now. And we're also going to have peas and ham, which we haven't been working on, but the mashed potatoes are started, and I've been planning ahead for like lunch and breakfast and dinner.
Alright, so we're down here in the yard. This is where we filled in last year with the dump truck, Elvis the dump truck, and the loader. And this tree right here is dead. You can see the bark starting to come off it. Standing dead oak. So we're going to take that down this summer. Should be a pretty fairly easy drop. As long as I don't hit the play set right here, we'll be good. But again, it's probably 14, 15 inch diameter tree. A lot of firewood in that. Alright, then here in the middle of the yard, there's another oak tree. It's not quite dead yet, but you can see it's got some weirdness going on. I think it was hit when we were digging a little bit with the backhoe. We were putting the sewer line in, and maybe even been struck by lightning. Not 100% sure. It's got a big scar there on the side, but again, that one didn't have any problem with leaves last year. It had a nice crown on it. but I'm guessing that one's going to die as well. So probably take that down. I don't know if it'll be this summer, but again, just more firewood just right here in the yard. Now,
I'm going to climb this tree without using this tree. I think I'm going to stop.
so this is what Adam's been practicing. Over the winter, he took some rock climbing classes. So he's been loving to climb everything and stand at the top of the trees and wiggle them around. This is a small one compared to some of the ones he's been climbing. Say bye, Adam.
Bye.
All right, so that kind of gives you a little bit of an update on what the family's been doing here in the Hollow. The kids have been doing pretty well. They're outside a lot. They're working on their Legos and stuff like that. So they're having a good time. And for me, not much has changed. Still working. We are considered a life-sustaining business here in Central Pennsylvania, so I'm still going to work every day. So not much has changed for me. So other than not going anywhere in the evenings, not going out to eat or anything like that, which we didn't do a whole lot of it anyway, life's pretty much normal for us. We're just home a lot, which we were anyway, and just enjoying the outdoors. So we're having a good time. Got this old girl behind me. At some point, we got to work on her, get the track back on her. The old track loader, Alice Chalmers here, and so we'll get to that here this summer at some point. Try to get the yard ornament out of Mama's yard, and see if we can get her fixed and make some trails here this summer. So anyway, that's all I got for right now. Just kind of wanted to give you an update, let you know how we're doing. Things are going all right here, and thanks for joining us. We'll catch you on the next one. Asher, what are you eating?
Banana.
Is it yummy?
Yes.
Show me how you eat it. What else have you been doing?
Playing outside.
Do you like to play outside?
Mhm.
Do you like it that your brother and sister are home with you?
Mhm.
Say bye.
Bye.